好 Okay. Let's introduce she a little bit. She is a very old language. It's a byproduct of a very famous operating system. Operation system, most people using Windows. Windows is an operating system. It's graphic user interface operating system, so it's very easy to use. You just click the icon and you just using your mouse, you can interact with computer. And Unix is developed. Unix is developed at Bell Laboratory and by Thomson and Leach and others. At first, there's a language called V. In the 1960s, very long time ago. Okay, how come my pen doesn't work? It's very long time ago, 1960, 60 years ago. And then how come it doesn't respond? I don't get any response. Computer is dead. What happened? Close this. Let's go. And then in the 1971 launch, a major developer of C language. You call the language a new V at first. Then you further extend the V language into and change the name into C. So C, the name of the C language is coming from V language. So we might expect the next language is D. No, this is a joke. The language was stable by 1973, and it became so powerful that Unix, I just mentioned, is an operation system, a very good operation system in old time, before the Windows concept developed by Apple and Microsoft. And when I was a graduate student, I used Unix operation system a lot. Today, computer science department still teach Unix system. It's very stable, very powerful operation system. I think everybody have experience that your computer is stuck and get stuck and no respond at all. Just what happened right now. And Unix can be written in C language, so we can say that C is so powerful that it can develop a very low-level, machine-level procedure. So Unix can be developed by C language. So over this year, so many people using C, and you want to C become more popular and be portable. It means that you can develop C language in this program, in this computer, and hopefully your program can move to another computer and it's still working. So in the history, C language has become many generation and to standardize C language. The first version is developed by Kernighan and Rich. I just mentioned Rich is a very important inventor of C language. And they wrote a book called the C Programming Language in 1978. And it is most important standard for almost for today. Also for today's C language and C compiler. And then we have a standard, ANSI, stand for American National Standard Institute, just like Taiwan's 国家标准局. It stands for many things, including height, weight, and everything. Also, computers in so many applications, they also set a standard for C language. And this standard is called C89 and C90. And also called international standard. And the C99 established in 1999. Okay. So this major they will have a three version of standard C. Based on C, some other language also invented by computer scientists. C++, I think everybody heard C++ before. It includes all the features of C. So as I mentioned before, C++ is a superset. C++ is superset of C. The content and the rule using of C is this circle. And then C++ kind of extension, the C become this part, okay? A bigger circle, okay, for C++. And it add some other feature. Most important feature is object-oriented programming concept, okay? C don't have a concept of object-oriented, but C++, the major reason is, in about 30 some years ago, software engineers think the object-oriented programming concept is important. Is a new new paradigm for maintain and development of good program that can be easily maintained and easily programmed. So they invent called C++. And the reason it called C++ is it add more feature to C language, okay? But I personally don't like to teach C++ for a beginner like you, because C++ is much more complicated and too many rules, okay? Too many syntax for you guys to learn when you first learn a computer language. Also, I think you guys have heard Java language, and Java is also based on C++, okay? And it inherits many C features. Okay, and then the newest C variation is a C#, okay? And the reason, I guess, I call it C# is a C add 2 plus is not enough. So we need a C add another 2 plus. So it becomes C#, okay? And it also based on C++ and C++ based on C. So C#, I guess, is more complicated. And I personally never known C# and never write a C# program. Okay, if you are interested in C#, you might take the next computer programming course in this department. Is taught by Professor Lin Dongyin. He will focus on C#, and Perl is another computer language that adopt many features of C language. Okay? And property of C, it can do a very low level programming. Okay, this is why C is so powerful, and it's small. What we call it small is the lower and the regulation is very easy to learn. So our exam is not allowed to open your book or taking any note during the exam, and students should you should remember the small number of rules and the small number of syntax, okay, and a possessive. Okay, the strength of C is efficient. It is very efficient. The same kind of task you program in other language might take a longer time than the program you written in C. And the portability, because so many people using C and so many C standard, so you can the same program you can run on Mac, Apple operation system. Can you just move the program you wrote to Intel and a Windows system, and through compiler you can also execute the same program. Okay, so portability means you can move around different platforms, and also the test can be performed. Powerful, okay, as I mentioned, because it can do a very low level, machine level task. And flexibility, it provides enough feature for you to do many kind of algorithm. So it provides sufficient flexibility for language. And a standard library, which is very important. You can use the standard library are very efficient, and you know many standard library. You will make your program very short and very easy. Integration with Unix, as I mentioned before, Unix can be written in C. Okay? To write an operation system, it takes a lot of effort, and C can do this kind of thing. So integrate with Unix is very important because many people have a so-called smartphone today, and they majorly have two kind of system for smartphone. One is iPhone from Apple, and the other is Android system, which is majorly supported by Google. And Android system is original from Unix system. Just it modified from Unix and then include many mobile phone feature into the operation system. So everybody is using Unix. Okay, so you just may not know it. Okay, then weakness of C. Writing C program, you have to be careful. Sometimes you can make a mistake and produce an error that you don't even know. And the program can be difficult to understand. You did not provide sufficient comment and explanation of your computer code. Also, it's not easy to maintain because to modify the program, you might rely a lot of computer program code. Okay, if you of C, you can learn how to avoid pitfall. So a very important tool is debugger. And in this class, we are using Microsoft Visual Studio. And Visual Studio provides a very good debugger that will help you find a bug in your program. Okay, so this tool is very important to help you write a correct code, write a correct program. Okay, library, as I just mentioned, library provide many functions which is provided by the software company, by the Microsoft Visual Studio, the C++ compiler, which can also compile C. And it provides many library functions. You just remember the function, how it performs, and you just using the function name, and then the function will do what you like to do. Instead of you write a detailed code, detailed C statement to do the job you want to do. And also, okay, another is to stick to the standard. Some different compiler, different software vendor, software company, they provide a C compiler. For this part, the intersection of this C compiler normally is the standard of C provided by various version. And you better use this standard instead of using the software company that provided you. Because you stick with standard, your program can run on different platform or different compiler. Because each compiler will follow the standard to design the program, to design the compiler. Okay, this is a brief introduction of C language. It's kind of old. The reason it can survive today is is a very good language, and also you can see that many popular language today is originate from C. So learning C can tell you to learn other language in the future. Okay? Then let's see how we're going to do next. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about how to install Visual Studio 2017. Some people might call this 2017 as 2017, which is wrong. To correctly pronounce this year, 2017 is 2017 instead of 2017. Okay, but this is minor. Okay, let's see how you install this this Microsoft Server Studio. It's called Microsoft Visual Studio 2017, and to install is easy. You can download from a computer, university official information website. And after you download, you just follow the instruction. There's a file. You just unzip the download. There's a file called README. Okay, and in the README there's a code for activate the software in your computer. Okay, I think most people have a notebook in your dorm or in your home. If you do not have a notebook for yourself, you can use a computer lab of this department, which is on 8th floor of this building. You just get out of the elevator and make a 2-lap turn. You will see a computer lab provided by our department. Okay. Install is very easy. You just click the install setup icon, and then you make the selection of which option you want to install in your computer. You mark .NET desktop development, and you use C++ desktop development, and the third is Windows platform development. Okay, and in the other tool section that you can see Visual Studio extension function development. Okay, one important thing is this one. On your right hand side, you can see an item which is Windows 10 SDK 10.0.17134.0. You should make you should check this selection. Okay, you should check this selection, and this PowerPoint will be available on our learning platform called EE Class. Okay, and TA will put this file on the platform, so you can you have difficulty to install this Visual Studio 2017. You can see this PowerPoint file. Okay. Now, the next PowerPoint that I will going to talk a little bit about Visual Studio 2017 is this transparency. This one. This is just a procedure. They teach, they tell you how to build a so-called, I don't know, project in English. But in the Visual Studio version is in Chinese, okay? So basically you just follow this instruction that you can build a project for your C program. And the reason you build a project for your exercise or for your exam is that in this way is that you can copy the whole project into different computer, which also install Visual Studio 2017, and it can also be compiled and also be executed. If you did not put your program in this way, you might have difficulty to move your stuff, to move your program to different program, even if it's also Wintel system. Okay, let's follow this instruction and demonstrate. I will demonstrate how to build a Visual Studio project. Okay. Let's open. Let's execute Visual Studio 2017. Okay. Now the first step, double-click the Visual Studio 2017, and we can start using. Let me see. Here I have registered this product, which is okay. It shows 产品精要已经套用。Okay, you download this Visual Studio 2017. In the same directory, you can download the key for this software. Okay, and let's see. This is directory. This string file is I download from university software page. Okay, and this file, TXT file, serial number. Okay, this is the key for activate your Visual Studio 2017. So you just copy and paste into the Visual Studio we just installed. Okay, so I'm not going to go in step by step to tell you how to install your Visual Studio. You can do it yourself. If you have any problem, you can ask TA or other students who have successfully installed this Visual Studio. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to build a project in this Visual Studio environment. Let's see this instruction. Okay. In Windows, you have a 档案总管. Okay, and you build a new directory, a new 资料夹. Okay, and the new Zilla is under D drive, and I call it, call add a new directory. I call it PL class, okay? Okay, PL class. And this class, I'm going to build a project. The name is also PL class. Or maybe we change the name, a project, okay? Or a prop, okay? Anything you like. Okay, now let's see. Now in Visual Studio, the following we will shorthand into VS, okay? Into VS. So when you see the VS, it means this following direction is in the Visual Studio window. Okay. Now we are going to do is File, 档案、新增、专案 ，OK， and then 已安装 ，OK， 然后 Visual Studio C++， OK， now we open to Visual Studio， 新增 and 专案 ，OK， this is 新增 ，this is 档案 ，push， press the button of the mouse 档案 ，and you see 新增 ，and then you see 专案 ，OK， now we go to Visual Studio C++. Okay, you click Visual C++, then we choose 空白专案 which is empty project, and then go down here. We have to do something. Let's see. PowerPoint have to tell us. Then we choose 空专案 and then we input 专案名称 whatever you like, okay? In here we call it project 1, okay? So in here we call it project 1. Project 1. That's project 1. And then you浏览, I don't know how you call it in English. You浏览, you choose the directory you want to build this project. So here, come back, we push浏览. We come to a window. Okay, and in this window you can serve around your hard disk. So in here, we go to PL class. Okay, and in PL class, we're going to build our project called Project 1. Okay, so you see the project name of 方案名称 is Project 1. Okay, and you unmark 为方案建立目录 Okay, unmark these two box you uncheck and then you press should check in or yes. So now you have a new environment for your project called Project 1. Now let's come back to file system. The directory is called PL class. Now previously PL class is empty. Now we have a directory called project 1. Why we have a project 1 is because we just built a project from Visual Studio and we named it as project 1. So we have a directory called project 1. And we get into project 1, you can see this kind of file. You can kind of ignore all this file except one file. The file is the file with extension SLN. Please remember this file extension SLN. Stupid. I don't have a file. Okay. I'm sorry I cannot see. Yeah, I can get this bigger so you can get. And you have a file called project1.sln. This SLN is a major file for your project, and the project name is project 1. Okay. Now let's see how the PowerPoint or the instruction. Okay, so this is what I just mentioned. Do not check 为方案建立目录 and 加入原始档案控制。Do not check these two boxes. And you press yes. 确定 okay? We just did that. And then you using a window 档案总管 you can go to the directory and build a new directory called programs. Okay, so in here in project 1 we build a directory called program as programs. The reason I build these programs is we want all the source code put into this directory, and then it will be much more easier for a programmer like you to manage the source file. Okay? Instead of using the default directory of the Visual Studio, which is somewhere hiding in the C drive, and the Visual Studio, I don't know where is it, but this is the way I do it. I run my source program, my source file. I mean, the program that I wrote is all put in this programs directory. So I know what happened, so I can back up to another backup drive, or I can back up into cloud, or wherever you feel safe. Okay? Now, we go through all this, then we have a 10-minute break. In program directory, we click the right button of your mouse, and you increase 文字文件. Okay? The source file, I mean, the program you're going to load is in text format. It's not in the machine binary format, it's in text format. In text format means you can edit in any text editor. Okay, and you can read it as a person instead of the computer CPU to execute it. So, another extension 副档名 you should put a dot C, okay? Using C as an extension, using C as a 副档名, okay? Now we're going to create a main.c in program, okay? PO class project 1 and a program. We right-click the mouse button and in 新增we 新增文字邮件文字文件 and then we call it main and we change the extension from txt into C and you will post a warning message, you just click yes. You are pretty sure you want to change 副档名 from TSD to C. Okay? Now, this. And go back to Visual Studio. You can see icon called 来源档案 and use that button and choose 加入 and choose 现有项目 and choose the directory, the programs directory, and choose main.c you just create, which you can see is here. Okay, main.c. But go back to Visual Studio. You can see on this right-hand side window, you can right-click 来源档案 and choose 加入 and from 加入 you can see 现有项目 and that button on your mouse you will open the window for you and this window is like a 档案总管的Windows and you go to programs and then you choose main.c. Now you can see main.c here. Okay, and now I'm going to show you. In main.c you can modify. You're using 记事本 to open this main.c. This is a test. So in main.c you type in the line. This is a test. And 档案 and 储存 Okay? So in main.c no, I clear the wrong one. Okay, now you go to the Visual Studio. You double click main.c. And in this window you can see this is a test. You just type in 文字编辑器. Okay? So basically the main.c here is the main.c in your file system. Now, go to here, okay? On 来源档案 choose main.c. And in Visual Studio, okay, in Visual Studio, what you can do is, you can change, this is a test, and this is another test, okay? Put the second line into main.c, and then you can clear this floppy disk. It will save to the main.c with this new contents. Okay. Now we can close the Visual Studio here, so we can choose 结束 to end Visual Studio, or you can the button this course tool and Visual Studio. Okay? So now Visual Studio is closed, but in PL class you see the project one here, and you can reopen the project one by double click this project one dot sln. You can ignore all this file, but you can double click project one sln. Then you go back to Visual Studio. Okay? Now you can end this Visual Studio. Same. Okay? Or the other way is you click Visual Studio 2017 and open. Here. We choose, where do you go? PL class, project one. Here, project one dot sln and open. So you go back to project one again. Okay, the reason I do this is what you can do is you can copy project one and back up into different location you like. Say I want to copy into my USB drive. So paste. So the project is back up to my USB drive, and you can take this USB drive to another Wintel system to execute it. Okay? So this PowerPoint file, it just mentioned .sln, so you should remember this .sln. Okay? This PowerPoint will give you through EE class system. Okay, now we take 10-minute break. Now.